Today guys, I'm going to be showing you a really cool strategy that you can use to get the Elder Dark Aether done without even using a weapon. Maybe if you're looking for a strategy that doesn't require like the most OP gun or using some legendary Aether tools, flawless crystals, any of that stuff, we definitely got you covered here, and this is one of my absolute favorite strategies to do. With that, welcome back to the channel everybody. If y'all don't know, my name is Ghost. Appreciate everybody that stops by the video today. If you're into zombies content or anything Call of Duty, rock the hell out of that like button for me and subscribe to the channel, guys. We just hit 21,000 subscribers and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the crazy support lately. It truly does mean the world to me. I can't wait to get into everything about this strat with you guys after a brief word from today's sponsor. If you guys want to unlock the new Mark of the Survivor camo or possibly even any of those get higher camos here in Modern Warfare 3, and you really just don't have the time to put in to get these challenges done, well then be sure to check out Midge Cactus. They're the biggest and most reliable sellers with heaps of brand new offerings for MW3 with completely safe and legitimate services for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. And with all the great reviews on Trustpilot, you guys should definitely check them out. Be sure to use code REALG for 5% off your entire order for a limited time only. Alright, so we're going to be doing the Season 2 Reloaded Elder Dark Aether today, and to get this thing done, you're really only going to need to bring in two things. The first one is going to be the very most important, and that is going to be your decoys. The second thing you guys are going to want to bring in is something like a knife, and there is going to be a purpose to that, which I'm going to get to in just a second. The very first thing you guys are going to want to do is do a bunch of deliver cargo contracts until you get enough essence that you can get all of your perks. Once you've gotten all of your perks and you've got a large rucksack that is just completely full with nothing but an Elder Sigil in it, what you're going to want to do is go over to the ammo refill stations and duplicate the hell out of your decoys. This is really easy to do. All you have to do is open up your rucksack, drop one of the decoys that you're holding, and then stow it in your rucksack, and then just rinse and repeat until you've completely filled your backpack. The very last thing that you guys are going to want to do before you go on into the Elder Dark Aether is find yourself a jug suit, whether you get it from one of the contracts or you save up enough essence to buy one. This is what's going to be handling your HVT in here. Now on this run, very surprisingly, I ended up getting a Mangler, which I just honestly surprised the hell out of me because I 9 times out of 10 always get the Mega Abomination when I come in here, especially in the Elder Dark Aether. We kind of lucked out on this one, but even after we dealt with the Mangler, I mean, I think I had a harder time dealing with the zombies that were still coming after me. The loot out of this first contract really wasn't too bad. We ended up getting a refined crystal. We got that Mega holding, which is one of the things I really wanted by coming in here. Plus that VR11 schematic just sitting in there chilling. Now it's time to go get our Outlast contract done, and this is the one that can end up giving you a little bit of a hard time if you don't kind of know how to do it right. You guys remember when I told you that you have to bring in at least a knife or something? Well, that's just because if you end up trying to either activate either the PND or the Aether extractors, if you don't have a weapon in your hand, you're going to end up getting stuck to these things and you're going to be pretty much completely frozen and you can't do anything until the zombies end up putting you down. So unless you guys want to end up going down or you have a bunch of self-revives or whatever, just be sure to have a weapon in your hand whenever you go to activate one of these things. I have done this previously before in a video and I did see a couple of comments of people like, but you did have a weapon, and I'm like, but I didn't use it. You really think like having a non-pack-a-punch, non-ether tool, just completely gray, non-upgraded knife is even gonna do anything inside of the Elder Dark Aether anyways? Try swinging this thing at some zombies in here, they're just gonna end up laughing at you. No, we are strictly just bringing in the knife so that way we do not end up getting glitched out on this PND or on the Aether extractors, because doing that is absolutely never fun, and I've done it quite a few times now, just really hoping that maybe Treyarch, or excuse me, Sledgehammer now has finally decided to patch this, and I think this is something that's just never gonna get fixed. Hopefully once you guys have gotten to this point, you didn't use too many of your decoys when you were dealing with the HVT, and you still got a bunch of those things filled up in your backpack. After doing this quite a few times, I did finally kind of figure out a method to the madness, and what you guys are gonna want to do is, since the decoys last for a total of 8 seconds, you're gonna want to count up to 7 and then toss out your next one. I just personally wouldn't wait out the entirety of the 8 seconds, because if you wait the 8 seconds to toss out the next one, you'd be really surprised how fast these zombies can snap and turn on you. And especially when you just got this many in here, it can definitely get really hectic. And usually I do try to throw the decoys just outside of the building so that way the zombies kind of get out of the room a little bit, but it wasn't really working out for me that way in this one. I will admit I was getting a little bit scared though, because I have tossed the decoys outside of the building and then they just go too far away and they don't end up distracting the zombies, so that's always a little bit of a fear as well. For the most part, as long as you end up tossing these things close enough, you should should be fine. Doing this strategy to get this Dark Aether done is just so incredibly easy, guys, I'm telling you. It's honestly just a great thing to do too when you're just completely out of everything. Like if you're out of legendary items, classified items, and you just want to come back in here, farm up some stuff, this is a great way to do it. It's also just like a nice little challenge. Like if you guys get this thing done, then you can tell your buddies or whatever, like, hey, I completed the Elder Dark Aether without even using a gun. The thing I do gotta say is you do have to be a little bit confident in your movement. There was a few times in here that like the Hellhounds for some reason were just right on my ass. It wasn't even really the super sprinters, they were kind of leaving me alone. For some reason these Hellhounds in this round just would not get off of me. This contract really wasn't too bad either. We got a VR11 case, plus we got another Elder Sigil, definitely gonna be taking those. I'm already really happy about this run because I got the two main items that I really wanted for coming back in here. I just wanted another Elder Sigil plus a Mega Holding. You guys will see right up here, this is where the Hellhound just would not stop biting at my ankles. I almost thought I was gonna go down right here. Luckily I didn't. Gotta bob and weave and keep on running. To be perfectly honest, I think the hardest part of doing this Elder Dark Aether is kind of over with already. Because whenever you're coming into this Elder Dark Aether, and even if you are using weapons, you're practically doing the same exact strategy to get these Aether extractors done. The only difference this time around is that whenever you walk up to activate these things, be sure to switch out to your knife. Like I said earlier, you really don't want to get yourself caught up on these things and just going down. The one thing that will make this contract a little bit harder than doing it the traditional way is that you are going to be just having that constant buildup of zombies because you're not killing any of them. So once you get towards the end of the contract, you're going to have a lot of zombies on you. Like I've said, just strategize your movement plays and be sure to throw out your decoys at just the right time when you get ready to go activate these things, allowing yourself plenty of time to get these things done without zombies snapping on you. Oh, and also beware of the disciples and manglers because they will still be trying to attack you even while the zombies are distracted. That really is pretty much it, guys. I mean, that is the way that you guys can complete the Elder Dark Aether without using a single weapon or a single legendary, rare, or classified acquisition. So hey, I mean, everything that you get out of this run is just absolute sheer profit. Can't go wrong with that. By the time this will be finally going up on YouTube, I will be on a camping trip with my family. I'm pre-recording a few videos to go up while I'm gone. I should be back by either the 4th or the 5th, and I'm really crossing my fingers that nothing like really big happens in like terms of Black Ops 6 zombies or any like major news or anything comes out. But unfortunately, knowing my luck, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Honestly, guys, I've never done like a bunch of pre-recorded videos and then schedule them to go up on different days. So if you guys can do me a massive favor and just do anything and everything we can to shove this video into the algorithm, drop all those likes, fulfill that comment section, share the videos out to your friends, just anything you can do, I'd greatly appreciate it. What am I saying? I already know that you guys are absolutely gonna kill it. The support that you guys have shown me and just the projection of the channel ever since the launch of Modern Warfare 3 has been crazy. Zombies community is really just on a whole nother level. I honestly just cannot show my gratitude enough to you guys. You know, when I started doing YouTube, I just kind of wanted to be an overall Call of Duty YouTuber. I wanted to do a little bit of everything: zombies, Warzone, multiplayer. Throughout all the years of even just trying to do a little bit of everything, my zombies content always did incredibly well compared to all of my other stuff. I think I was being a little bit stupid and maybe naive to just be leaning into a lot of Warzone stuff like I was for a long time, when really it was right in my face what the community really wanted. I think deep down somewhere, I always really just wanted to be a zombies YouTuber. Just a tiny bit of context, I grew up in an area where internet wasn't really that great, so whenever we got our games 9 times out of 10, even when we did have the internet, we usually just played our video games without it. That meant a lot of transit and a lot of Shadows of Evil. The excitement for us back then was really just trying to figure everything out for ourselves, and then once, you know, a few nights would pass and then we would eventually just give up and then look up a video by MrRoflWaffles or something. Yeah guys, just the fact that we are where we are today and that I can actually kind of consider myself a part of the zombies community just absolutely amazes me. So again, thank you all for everything. It truly does mean the world to me. I cannot wait to see what the future holds. I'll catch you guys in the next one.